everyone, on this episode of Coding with Kate, we are going to be talking about my April CEUs, and I just finished the first set of CEUs. It is only the second week of April. No, it's April 5th, so the first week. And what did we do? So this week I did 2 webinars. They were clumped into one. And I thought I was only registering for the second half, but I guess you get the CEUs for the whole thing. So it was 2 hours long. First hour was litigation from the IG perspective, information governance, what, when, who. I wasn't too interested in it, and it doesn't really pertain to me, but I watched it anyway. And then the second half was principles of pharmacology for coders, which I was very excited about because I wanted to learn more about pharmacology as far as how it pertains to coding, and it was really interesting. So the speaker touched on why it's important for coders to have an idea about pharmacology, the different type of drugs, what they are used for, how you can differentiate between all of them to help with what type of diagnoses you want to apply, the diagnosis codes. And then a majority of the presentation was talking about the different types of drug classes, essentially, are administered, distributed throughout the body, and clearance of it, etc., and how dosage is important for all of that. So it was actually very interesting. So I saved the PowerPoint so then I can go through all of that again because it was very good information. And for the whole 2 hours, it was 2 CEUs, 1 CEU for the first one with the information governance, and then 1 CEU for the pharmacology. And they are going to be sending out the email to claim the CEUs and the evaluation, the certificate, etc. within 2 days. And these CEUs came from the South Carolina Health Information Management Association, so it was a lot of fun to hear the southern accent. It was hilarious. But either way, and then I believe I have 2 more for the rest of the month. 2 of them were, no, I have 3 this month, I think. Oh my, I'm going to be getting a lot of CEUs. One of them was supposed to be today. I was supposed to do the Life of an ED Coder, which was going to overlap with this South Carolina one, but I think they had to cancel it, and then they just transferred my registration to a webinar that's happening later this week, or this month or something. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll let y'all know in the next bit. And then we have Coffee and Coding that I think is at the end of the month. And then I think there was one more, that was another free one, so let's jump over to that, or to the next time I have a webinar, and then I'll give you all an update. Okay, so we're officially at the end of the month now. I decided to record the rest of this after I've completed the last 3 of the webinars, and then just go over it. So the next webinar that I did was a free webinar. It was only half hour. It was called Data Dive, Explaining Witchcraft, Combining Data Governance and Analytics to Create a Magic Potion Your C-Suite Will Love. Honestly, was not interested in this one at all, but it was free, so I did it. I honestly don't remember much about it. This one was on April 18th, and we're now on to May 3rd as I'm finishing this, so it's been a couple weeks, so I would have to go back and look at it. And anyway, the next one I did, this one, very interesting. So this was called Getting Clued In, and it was about using the 7th character in diagnosis coding. Very, very interesting. So this one was an hour long. It was 2 CEUs, and I learned a lot, and I found that I was doing things incorrectly while I was practicing when using the 7th character. So what I learned was that what I thought the difference between initial and subsequent encounter, I had that completely wrong. I thought the initial encounter is when the person comes in and they broke their arm, gets fixed, whatever, but then they come back in again for they broke their arm again, subsequent encounter. I was completely wrong. So they explained the difference and the proper use of those 7 characters, and they had a lot of very good examples. It was great. So make sure when you're looking at and you're learning about the 7th characters that you truly do understand the difference between initial and subsequent. I think I might do another small video just solely on that, so then I can take more time to give examples, but it was very interesting and I'm very glad I did that one. And then the very last one that I did was Coffee and Coding, which is a half-hour long and it's free, and you get 0.5 CEUs for that. And this one was a redo of a ventriculostomy, and that one was also very interesting, and I really like how they go through Coffee and Coding, where they do the diagnosis code, the PCS code, the CPT code, and they look at the op report so you can figure out where this information is that you need to code properly and the rationale behind it. And they also give you the opportunity to participate. Obviously, you're not actually participating with them and the other viewers, but like, and what do you think the root operation is? And what do you think the blah, blah, blah is? And I was actually doing really good and I was getting the answers right. So I was very proud of myself. And I was happy that they do offer that within Coffee and Coding, that they're giving you the opportunity to use your brain to figure out what the answer is before they give it to you. Very interesting. So those are the last 3 that I did. As far as for the webinars for May, I don't have that many. Right now I only have 1 scheduled, and that was actually something I did today. But we will see that in the next monthly CEU update, and hopefully I will have more to do next month, or May. But before we go, let's look at our CEU counter and see how I'm doing. It's very exciting to see that number go up just a little bit every month. And I'm finding that whenever I get a opportunity to do a webinar, whether it's free or it's for 2 CEUs or whatever it may be, I'm doing it anyway, even if I have 5 scheduled for the month or whatever the amount is. Because I figure, what if when we get to June or July and there aren't as many webinars available, or I only have Coffee and Coding scheduled because they didn't have anything else, then I'll be behind on my schedule for doing CEUs every month, and then for the year, and then for the 2 years, and I'll be behind. So I figure might as well do as many as I can when the opportunities come around, so then if there is a slow month, I don't have to worry about falling behind on what my projected CEUs are going to be. So that is why I did so many this month. I honestly didn't even realize I was doing that many until the couple days where I had like 2 or 3 in a row. But hey, it all worked out. So, to finish off, subscribe to this channel so you can get notifications on all the videos that I post, so you're always in the know. Also, comment below if you have any questions regarding CEUs, where I hear about upcoming webinars, etc. If you are also taking CEUs but you're not doing webinars, you're doing other forms to get your CEUs, let me know what you do. It would be nice to have some other resources so I know where to look for other settings and environments to get CEUs. Also, hit the like button if you do enjoy these monthly updates. I know this will only be the 2nd monthly update, but if you want me to do more, let me know. And as we go along, if I only have 1 webinar scheduled for the month, I probably won't do an update because there won't be any point to just talk about 1 webinar. But hitting the like button will let me know that you do enjoy this setup for once a month. And also in the comments you can let me know if you have any critiques or what you'd like me to do within these monthly CEU updates. Let me know. And I'll see y'all later. Bye!